Hello guys, Ryan Ho back with another video. Today we have a very special Assassin's Creed collab with NF Audio, which is really cool. It's a gaming IEM with Assassin's Creed kind of theme. I think it's really cool. It looks gold. I mean, it's just a really cool looking IEM. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to talk about this one. And then we have their music series by NF Audio, which is this one. This is a pretty much a very balanced sounding IEM. It's probably the most detailed, the most audiophile on this one. It really does have a really nice tuning and is honestly really detailed. So this one comes at $170. It's definitely my favorite one on this table in terms of just like, quality of sound. And then we have their, I guess their budget series, the RAO5, which is pretty funny because like my gamer tag is like black RAO. So it's like kind of has my gamer tag name in it. But we'll talk about this one. This one has kind of the smallest driver in there and it's about like $40. I think the Assassin's Creed, I couldn't really find it. I think it's like around $100 or like $80 online. So yeah, this is the Assassin's Creed. All right, so let's unbox the NA2 music series. It has a double cavity dynamic. That's a pretty cool experience. That's cool. It's like a CD player almost type of look. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, you can just pull it out just like that. That's some cool packaging right here. You can see the IEMs in all their glory. And take this out. You can see they have like these little caps on top to protect the kind of connectors. So that's kind of nice. You got this little disc of all the type of earbuds even explained. So that's really cool. Balanced ear tips, atmosphere ear tips. Dude, how have I not heard of them before? They have like some fancy like little packaging going on over here. And then we have the cable, nice and lightweight. And we have the terminates into 3.5 millimeter. And we got the connectors over here. Kind of the cable. It's just in standard kind of black, but very kind of lightweight directions and stuff. And then we got a little case over here too. This is some fancy packaging, like holy moly. They got that experience down for sure. So you have some extra small ear tips, and then we actually have a kind of adapter for a 3.5 to a 1/4 inch adapter. So that's kind of cool. It's very unique looking. It has an extra kind of logo on top. You can see how they kind of just made it go around a standard kind of thing. But man, even they got a logo on this. This is the NF Audio NA2 Plus. This one is their music series. They have some like Pro Series one, but honestly, this thing sounds really balanced. So I'm surprised that it's just called their, I guess, music series. It has this nice kind of metal kind of build. As you can see, the faceplate is really nice, very kind of expert looking. The packaging itself was already really cool. We have the black of the tip, which it comes with multiple tips. I think the black tips sound better than the white tips. The white tips just had a little bit more treble. I feel like the more, they call it the balanced tips versus the atmosphere tips, but the black tips or the balanced tips are the better tips in my opinion. So that's the one I would use. These are very small. They fit in your ear really well. The cable is very lightweight. So I really have no issues with the comfort. I like IEMs that are smaller in the sense of that, like they just fit really well in your ear and you don't really have any issues. Build quality wise, this is really good. I mean, you can just tell by the unboxing, they put a lot of effort and thought process into the construction of this IEM. So really it's built really well. Feels very premium for a price point as well. So let's talk about sound, right? So when it comes to sound for this one really is balanced sounding. I would say with the bass, you're not really getting much of a boost. It sounds pretty flat overall. You're getting nice, just kind of bass response. And you can definitely hear all the notes. I feel like the whole entire driver sounds pretty tight. For $170, I feel like the detail is pretty good for its price point. And I feel like it does really well, especially for the way it's tuned. I feel like if you look across the frequency, it's pretty balanced, with the only area which I kind of hear it coming up a little bit is kind of the 8K. You can kind of see it, but a lot of the S's and the T's just sound just a little bit like overemphasized in my opinion. So you hear a little extra like tss and like sounds, but honestly, besides that, the rest of the sounds really balanced. Like I feel like the vocals sound really good. You're not gonna get like a boosted bass obviously on this one. So if you want more bass, this one might not be the one, but the Assassin's Creed one is definitely more bassy if you're into more bass. But this one definitely is just a very balanced IEM. I definitely recommend it if you're just you know, looking for something balanced and detailed, this one really does really well. And the cable on this one is actually swappable with the Assassin's Creed one. So let's kind of shift over to Assassin's Creed one and talk about this one. All right, let's unbox the Assassin's Creed Mirage RG15. This thing looks kind of sick. Wow, they really like their packaging here, and like a CD. This one looks really cool. That's like a gold one with this kind of logo. Damn, they kind of do it right. Wow, they're golden. That is kind of sick. I think a lot of people are gonna like just the straight up look of this. I mean, that looks like kind of jewelry that you just kind of wear. That definitely stands out, right? Under this, we have the cable that it comes with. So we have a black cable. It actually comes with a microphone, I guess. You can increase and decrease the volume, so that's good if you're gaming. It makes sense that they would include this type of cable. It's also a USB-C type of cable, so you can connect it directly to your computer, and you don't have to worry about DAC and amp, so we'll test that. You have a little Assassin's Creed little bag. It's kind of cute. Come on, look at that. You can put your stuff inside and just zip it up. That's pretty funny. And then what else do we have here? We got a bunch of tips on the back with different sizes. Looks like they're quote atmospheric type of tips, so we'll test out which one fits me the best. Let's talk about Assassin's Creed's collab. So this one is very, very cool. As you can see, it's made of gold, or it has a gold color, and it looks really nice. It has the Assassin's Creed logo. I mean, it looks honestly amazing just by, you know, the color. And then you can see the USB-C, they also added some gold color to it. So this one definitely has the theme going for it. And I really, really do appreciate that. This cable has a microphone attached to it, but this cable, like I said, is actually swappable with the NA2+, and that's important because I just switched the cable between these two just to check, because, you know, with a USB Type-C cable, I had a feeling that it was actually tuning the IEM using kind of EQ or DSP, and it definitely was. When I saw it to the NA2+, I can definitely hear it was a lot bassier and there was less treble. So I would definitely recommend you using this IEM with the included cable, because it kind of corrects it and makes the sound better. So definitely the DSP cable on this is definitely good. So really the sound of this is a lot bassier, as you can see on the graph, and this thing definitely has a lot of bass. So if you want bass, this is, you know, more closer to the typical tuned gaming IEM. And honestly, I do enjoy it. It just sounds a lot more fun sounding in general. And then when it comes to kind of the mid-range and treble, honestly, because they're able to use electronics to tune it, it sounds wonderful. You get a very full kind of forward mid-range, and I don't really hear any of that like 8K type of treble like S's and T's as I hear on the NA2+. It's actually a little bit cleaner up top. So, you know, the DSP cable really does help a lot when just kind of tuning this immaculately. So with that, if you don't mind using a USB Type-C cable, this one sounds really fun. The tuning's really good, and it has a very nice, unique type of look and aesthetic too. I feel like this one really is a banger right here. So if you really, you know, like Assassin's Creed or just want something that looks gold, I feel like this one really is a very fun sounding. And I even played games with it, so I played some Valorant, and I didn't really have an issue with kind of, you know, detecting the footsteps. But I would say that the NA2+ is better. For me personally, I found the imaging just to be a little bit more sharper, and then I also found that the, you know, the detail in general of the NA2+ is superior to the Assassin's Creed one. But the Assassin's Creed one just is, you know, it's like half the price, and it just looks a lot better. So I do think this one is really cool, and it's probably my favorite just on just like the packaging aesthetics alone. I feel like this one really is a nice one, so I definitely recommend this one. So let's talk about the RAO5. This one is, you know, the cheapest one at $40. It has a 6mm driver, which is the smallest driver. Honestly, I think the tuning on this is really good. It doesn't have a detachable cable, and it's a USB-C one as well. So it definitely has some type of DSP going probably in it, if I had to guess. And that's why it has such a good tuning. But, you know, the thing I noticed is just the driver is just really small, as you can see. Like, it's just this little thing in here, and it just sounds very small in general. Like when you go for the bigger, I think like 10mm drivers, this one just sounds kind of small in comparison. And then the other thing is the build quality is pretty plasticky overall, and, you know, there's no detachable cable. So for like $40, I would just honestly go for the Assassin's Creed one. I mean, it's more expensive, but I feel like you overall get a much better experience and you get a lot more for your money with the kind of Assassin's Creed one. I feel like it's just a night and day difference that it's just kind of a no-brainer. I feel like this one is just, you know, I think it's just a little too plasticky for $40. I feel like it does come with the DSP cable that helps, but you know, I would probably like to see a bigger driver and a little bit better build quality, in my opinion, for that price point. If it was priced at like, you know, somewhere closer to 20s, I would understand. But, you know, $40, it does seem a little expensive for what you get. So, you know, I'd rather recommend the Assassin's Creed or the, you know, NA2 Plus. Anyways, I hope that is helpful for you guys. The, you know, NA2 Plus and the Assassin's Creed, what is the difference? You know, is the difference big? I would say the NA2 Plus definitely sounds more just snappier overall. I feel like the sounds are just, you know, sharper. I'm also able to use it with better DAC amps because it's a 3.5 millimeter. So it definitely has a higher ceiling. So if I had to choose the most audiophile, best one, it's definitely the NA2 Plus. It's not really close. I think it's just the most refined one. However, the gamers who like a nice punchy bass, I do think this golden Assassin's Creed definitely kind of hits that mark if you're interested. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe down below. Helps my videos out, and I'll see you guys in my next video.